Hi, Cam here. I'm about to play the 1000 BC set for 10 to 15 turns of the Sword of Osman succession game. Just taking a look at the cultural map now, and you can hopefully see one of our issues. Some people see it as a blessing, others as a curse, but we're surrounded pretty tightly by the AI already. We've got two cities out, hooked up copper, and we're simultaneously trying to get two jobs done. Firstly is an axe rush, and unfortunately we've just found that both Greece and Mongolia, who are probably our two best targets, both have chariots. And furthermore, our other cunning plan was to slingshot theology, and through a bit of a muck-up on our part, we've got to the point where we haven't got the prerequisites for theology at this stage, and it's 1000 BC. We know that a couple of the AIs have marble, and they've got a strong spiritual leaning because the religions are going fairly quickly. We're not confident that we're actually going to get theology if we decided to research writing over the next 5, 6 or 7 turns, which is what we'd be looking at. I think if we just sort of flip over there, well, it says 8, but you can micromanage it down to about 5. So instead what we're probably going to do, and in fact what we should do, is take metal casting, which is a fairly expensive tech. Even that in itself is a bit of a gamble, because we're wanting to secure monarchy at some point or other, and if no AI trades as monarchy, we don't really want to go through the process of self-researching that. But anyway, we'll take a look at our predicament. For starters, Istanbul's been whipped pretty well. We've got 5 axes there, another one coming on stream. We're also doing a bit of chopping, which is not only clearing land, but it's also obviously delivering pretty useful hammers into our main unit production city at the moment. Last term we built a granary, which has helped the growth and whip and regrowth structure, should I say. As I said, we've got to build in some spearmen into our stacks, because Mongolia and Greece, not that I think Mongolia will be our target, our first target, but both of them do have chariots, so we don't want to get caught. Probably worthwhile noting also that we're playing with random personalities on, so we can't necessarily bank on anyone behaving like they normally do. For all we know, Mansa could be Montezuma, or so forth, or Alex could be Gandhi. The other thing is, just important to know, even though we are at our happy cap, that unhappiness will be wearing off in a couple of turns, so it won't be too much of a burden for us. ADNA is just chuffing along nicely. We'll get another population point, and we'll get up to 3, and I think that we should just stagnate that city and have it working all 3 of our mines. It's pretty surrounded by jungle, and there's not much more that we can do with it. We have had this settler that has been unoccupied, and I'm actually thinking that we might send him up north. There's a very attractive riverside gold tile sitting there that no one's grabbed at this stage. I sort of banked on Egypt coming down there, but he's growing up into the tundra for whatever reason. So there's a couple of, if we were feeling bold, we could grab this spot here and pick up some nice foodie sort of tiles. That plains wine will be self-sufficient, and there's a couple of floodplains and some, you know, some nice grassland under that forest. But obviously, banging your cities up against the cultural borders of another civ comes with its own risks. So I think we might just give it a shot, and you know, if that city flips or whatever, well, we took our chances. So what we will do is we'll go for the Oracle the next turn, and just thinking we might pull them off and get some growth for that city. So 14 and 21 is 35, which will just give us the Axeman. If I put one of them back, it'll give us you know, those couple of extra hammers that we can 2-pop whip our next units. So push the turn set on, and we pick up mono, and we've got no state religion at this stage. And you know, again, you can see that metal casting is substantially more expensive than all of our other options, and one I think that we should shoot for. We'll pick that up when the Oracle video happens. Okay, and as I said, we should get a couple of spears. There we go. And importantly, as I said, that city ADNA will start picking up great profit points, and we'll eventually be able to bulb him in some fashion, whether it's bulbing theology or bulbing most of divine right. We'll hopefully be able to bulb a great profit at some point soon. Okay, now likewise, I think that the spearman would be judicious at this point, just as even as a city defender. Okie doke, and let's move on to writing. Fortify the city. This guy can just continue to explore. Now let's see what we've got here. We're going to have a 2 overflow. We don't want that, we want that. So we can 2-pop whip out that spearman. I'm about to grow into unhappiness, but that's alright, because that city will become pretty happy soon. Nice riverside grass, and we'll take that forest up there and move things along there. Let's make sure that we've got absolutely nothing on the trade front. No one's got alphabet. Okay, so on we go. And yeah, that whip weariness from a few turns ago has now disappeared, so we're still at that happy cap. And we can now 2-pop whip that spearman, which will give us significant overflow. And I'm actually thinking that we should, I'm half inclined to do another Axeman, but we'll go with the second spearman to be sure. And the city has grown, and as discussed, we'll just stagnate that and let him carry on in his merry way. Check for trades, nothing going, and Ramesses is the only character we've got on our trade network. It'd be interesting, can we get open borders with him? No, we can't. Probably wherever you are. I don't know, might keep us. We can, and it would be nice in one sense to get a look to see what kind of opposition we're going to be up against. So I'm actually, let's take it. Alexander. doesn't like us enough. Cyrus doesn't know writing, and Sal, why not? Okay, well, I'll just pop this video on stop for a second, and because I'm sort of running to my 10-minute limit, and we'll resume soon.